bouncing back?
It's everything. This is how we expect to play. We really shouldn't have gave up the touchdown that we gave in the fourth, but ultimately we played a better game than we did. Everybody did their job, and it's a better result.
George, can you talk about the 3 4th-down stops you had, especially that one on the goal line? It's great.
Yeah, man. It's bow your neck mentality. You know what I'm saying? We protect every blade of grass, no matter where we're at. Those guys did a great job. D-line did a great job getting pushed, and it went our way.
Look at it. Obviously, you saw us great quarterback dual threat. How hard was it to manage, going against the pass handler at the same time?
Yeah, they do some unique stuff. They do some stuff you don't really see too often in college football. 3-back sets. Playing a lot of big guys, not as many split out receivers in a spread league. So it was hard to adjust to at first. But ultimately, Coach Ward has a plan for everything, and if we do what we're supposed to do, we'll always be okay.
So Trenton obviously does so much trickery on offense. I mean, do you think it sometimes can reach a point where even you're a little confused of what's going on over there, or really just practicing the way you can practice all week that showed up today?
Yeah, I think Coach Dillingham does a great job with all the offensive coaches of coming up with a scheme that's going to best utilize our players. Obviously UCLA has a great D line, and we're down some numbers, but our O-line did a great job tonight. But yeah, we come into each week just making sure that we don't know what the game plan is going to be, but making sure on Monday we focus up, and we executed okay today. There's definitely some mishaps, but when you have a defense like ours that's going to give us the ball back, and special teams having a huge field goal to get us up early, it's super special to come out with a victory.
Trent, how tough is it just to stay in a rhythm? Obviously, multiple guys playing quarterback. Coach even said it could be gimmicky this Saturday. People might not like it, but we're trying obviously to get a win. But just kind of stay in a rhythm. How tough is that?
Yeah, it's difficult, but for me, I'm gonna do whatever I can for the team. Whatever they tell me, whether I'm throwing it 5 times or 50 times or whatever, I'm gonna do what the team wants me to do. And like I said, I thought it was a great offensive game plan. Obviously, it was kind of tough here and there to get in rhythm, but once I was able to get out there and feel comfortable, we were able to drive the ball down.
Do you guys think that this validates the message that's been given to you all year by Dillingham or Brian Ward or whatever, just about kind of the small victories turning and the habits turning into big things?
Yeah, I think for us, we've been here a long time. It doesn't seem like it is. We've been here a long time, and to finally see us, come out with the game and come victorious away from it. We're right there. We know we're right there. We're a couple plays here or there. There's probably 10 plays from this whole season that could flip this whole year around. But for us, we're going to keep continuing to do our job. We're going to celebrate tonight, but once we get home tomorrow, we're going to recover. We have a big game next week, but we're going to let this one celebrate this one for sure.
Sure, when you look at it, how impressed were you with some of the non-quarterbacks throwing this guy through getting into the end zone? How impressed were you with that throw?
I'm not surprised what Scat does. There's times where you're like, what are you doing? But at the end of the day, you're going to love him no matter what. When he threw that touchdown in practice, he threw it, I think, like a 65-yard over the top. Dropped in the bucket. So for me, I was like, it's a little closer, so I think he can, zip it in there. But him and EK, they got that Sacramento connection. But just super excited to see him do what he does. Whether he was playing at Sac State or Arizona State, he's a baller no matter what.
Was it tough for you to play today, or how was it coming off the injury?
Yeah, I was thinking about that today, but, at the end of the day, nobody cares what happened last week. For me, it was just trying to get back. Even though you're not 100%, you're never going to be 100%, but to do whatever I can to help this team win. And, it's just, it's great to look around the locker room and you see guys battling, fighting through. He's been dinged up all year, but I know JC's going to give it everything he's got. So for me, being the quarterback, I'm going to do whatever I can to help this team win.
Trent, what was it like just with those different formations? Swinging gate a lot. I think there was one that was like a swinging gate, flying wedge.
Yeah. Yep.
Your coach has emptied out the playbook in a lot of games this year.
Yes, sir.
See in Washington, but it seemed like this was a new level today.
Yeah. No, for me, I love to, look at different formations. I want to be a coach one day, and coaching 7-on-7 in the off season, and talking to Dillingham, we talk about, turn this game into 7-on-7. Let me spit the ball out, get the ball out quick. Take their D-line out of the game. We ended up getting some good rushing yards as well. But whatever Coach Dillingham draws up, back home and whatever on the whiteboard, we're going to execute at a good level. But at the end of the day, you're never going to know what's going to happen. So you just got to keep your eyes open and wait to see what happens.
You guys good with these two?
Yep.
So obviously you guys go out there and there's just 99 yards to go. Back up to 1. What's the mentality? Of course, as the drive progresses, 14 plays, taking 7 minutes off the clock. What's the mentality like going through that process, starting back up?
Yeah, really just, taking it one play at a time, not being too worried about the score or the time or just doing your job. And I think that's one drive that we really, for me, really, I really was just, trying to lock in, making sure, okay, what's my pre-snap read, what's the motion, everything like that. And at the end of the day, when you execute, everybody, all 11 guys do their job, we can score on anybody, we can drive down on anybody. Almost made a mistake there late, but, making sure that, just can't risk the ball like that. But at the end of the day, my teammates had my back and, scat through the touchdown the next play. EK had a great catch and, defense balled out all game.